It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the Inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today we'll be going from rank 3 to 2 in our Road to Legend video for March. We do not have Tony here today, so it'll be just me, and I believe we're going to continue on with playing mid-range Druid because we literally only have about a day and a half left until the end of the season. I don't know why I held off reaching Legend till the last minute, but I always seem to. I'm like, oh, I got time. And then little do we know, there's no time. There's just none. So this is why we have to play mid-range Druid. The games are fairly fast, anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. If we were to play Fatigue Warrior, we never get there. And as we know, mid-range Druid is broken as fuck right now, so you might as well play a class that's good.
I must protect the wild.
Oh my god, this hand. What do we do? Alright, so obviously we get rid of Force of Nature. We get rid of Boom. We're playing against a Paladin. Innervate's good. But Tharzan, we play like best case scenario, we have coin too, so we can actually play Tharzan on. You can play Tharzan on 3. You know what, we're gonna keep Tharzan. I'll be greedy. We'll play Tharzan on 3. Okay, so we got a nice 2-drop and a Wrath as well. So depending on what we want to do here, if we can keep our Ass Pirate alive, we can actually. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Alright, this is fine. Because we can coin into Ass Pirate. If you can't kill his Ass Pirate, then the Ass Pirate grants us the mana crystal that the coin would have normally granted us. So I think this works out just fine. So let's say, I mean, he has no direct counter to the Ass Pirate, unless, I guess this turn we'd have to pass it now. That's interesting. So, you put me in a bit of a pickle here, Dick. So I guess we could ignore the shield mini bot, but what really feels good, just using our passive, kill the mini bot, and then swing into it. But then the problem is with that, then he's just going to go ahead next turn, muster for battle, and then the battle, he's just going to swing into our Ass Pirate with his weapon. So I think we almost want to keep to the game plan of just using Wild Growth. But then next turn we can innervate this out anyway, so Wild Growthing really isn't that important. What do we want to do? Like, we could Wrath this. We could swing and then Wrath it, but that doesn't feel good either. I guess we're just going to make the assumption that, oh no, but then when we lose the Ass Pirate, we lose the mana crystal. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, fuck, yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, we should have just Wild Growth there and gone face. I don't know what I'm thinking right now, because now he's just going to muster for battle and kill it. Unless he doesn't have muster for battle. Coghammer, okay, that works. A little less dominating than a muster for battle, which is, I'll accept a Coghammer. I'll accept my misplay here. So we're not going to play Emperor next turn, which would have been devastating for him. But either way, so we'll just go ahead and Wild Growth there and end our turn. Unfortunately, now he has the ability. Like, we just shouldn't have attacked, but then right now he would have a Coghammer and a shielded mini-bot out, and the shielded mini-bot would have Divine Shield, but our Emperor would have lived for 2 turns because he had nothing to play this turn besides double Spider. And the fact that we do have Swipe in our hands is pretty cool. Wow, double Innervate. Well, we have to Innervate this out, basically. We have no other play. Yeah, that Wild Growth turn was horrible. Only 4 cards in his hand, only 4 cards in our hand, and then it really only discounted 3 cards because Innervate doesn't cost anything. As of now, he doesn't have the ability to kill the Emperor. Oh, never mind, he does. He's just going to swing into it with his Spiders. Hopefully the Spiders don't hit, both pings hit our Emperor. This is good. Alright, well okay, so this is going to make for a really solid swipe. Maybe, don't ping it again, don't ping it again. Yeah, now he has to swing his weapon into it. Feels bad, man. He could have actually passived and hoped to get the ping onto our Emperor again, so this doesn't really bother us. I'm going to assume this is a competitive spirit because he hopes we don't have swipe. But we actually do have swipe, so it really doesn't feel that bad. I almost want to kill a creature to pop this Avenge. If it is an Avenge, but we'll just go with the swipe. Redemption, okay. Doesn't really bother me. We can go ahead and passive to kill that, or we can Wrath. And we're going to Wrath just to be able to cycle a card here. Because I almost value getting a decent creature in my hand, like a Lore or a Boom, more so than, you know, getting nothing. So as long as he doesn't play like, I mean, even if he plays Mysterious Challenger here, I guess it's fine, because we could just passive and then swing, and then the Avenge pops on the Mysterious Challenger, and then we just BGH it. But if he didn't play the Mysterious Challenger here, this Dr. Boom's going to be really powerful for the board. Especially if he doesn't kill it. He's at 21 health. We draw Force of Nature. It's going to be game over pretty soon. Because we already have the Savage Roar in our hand. Even if he draws Divine Favor, he's max going to draw like 2 or 3. There's the Mysterious Challenger off the top, so we can ideally hope that the Avenge lands on the Challenger so it can get BGH'd. So we're going to go by that. Alright, 4 on there is pretty good for us. Oh wow, we can actually go ahead and Wrath this down. Yeah, I feel like wrathing this down is pretty cool, and then we're going to swing with our Boombot, and then we can actually BGH the Shredder. But then it's just going to come back with 1 HP, but that's fine because we can just swing our Boombot into that. Do we have enough mana for all this shenanigans? We do, okay. So we're going to hit this. Avenge is going to pop on the Shredder. Oh, he already used his Redemption, so we don't even have to swing our bot into that. Okay. Definitely just gonna, yeah, I don't see a reason not to passive here. We'll swing, see what these secrets are. There's the Noble Sack. And then I'm assuming this is the Competitive Spirit, so we're going to kill this off. We're gonna kill that guy. And we're gonna go face for 1. Perfect. Next turn we basically have lethal because we have 7, this is 11, we have 1, that's 12, and then plus 6, that's, oh fuck, alright, never mind. Plan ruined. Alright, how do we want to play this out? I mean, we can draw 2, which is nice. Or we can hit into this and see how the cookie crumbles first. I say, alright, let's just draw 2 and see what happens. That's pretty good. Do we just go face here, or do we just make this trade and then win next turn? I think we just go face here. We just win next turn. If we would have smacked our boom into it, I mean, we're at 20 HP, and we know Secret Paladin doesn't have any burst whatsoever, so I think we're in a pretty fine spot here, unless he pulls some, like, crazy Wind Fury, double Savage Roar Paladin shit. But I am fairly certain that Secret, or not Secret Keeper, but that Grove off the top was quite nice. I mean, we still had a way to deal with Tyrion. We were just going to swing we were going to Savage Roar, passive into him, and then big game into him, and then bomb into him. But we really didn't even need to do that. So that really isn't even going to be enough. We can just actually, oh my god, this is, how you say it, a lot of damage. Savage Roar, passive, swing with our passive first, our body first, pop that Noble Sacrifice, the second Avenge, actually it's not even a second, oh yeah, that is a second Avenge, because he already used this Competitive Spirit, so there's a second Avenge, it doesn't even matter, doesn't matter how hard you try, keep that in mind, and when you take the hits, you're gonna die. That's what you get for playing Secret Paladin, my friend, can't always win them all. We're also 3 games away from rank 2, which was quite nice. This might be a shorter road to Legend, but we'll see if we can win. We'll see if we can win on 3. If not, then it'll be a longer one. It all depends. I actually don't mind making these a bit longer because from the comments, you guys have seemed to really enjoy the longer videos. So yeah, even if they're like an hour and a half, I might split it up into parts because there's a lot of footage I actually get rid of that, you know, like I win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2. But I mean, if you guys want to see that stuff, I don't mind, you know, just posting not the all win it all. Alright, so Ass Pirate looks good here. The Savage Roar and Piloted Shredder don't look good here. I'm going to assume he's Aggro Paladin, or Aggro Shaman, even though the mid-range Shaman seems to be pretty popular right now. Alright, so it looks like Ass Pirate on 2, unless we can, okay. Alright, so it's Ass Pirate on 2. If she lives, we just go ahead and Shredder and Azure Drake on curve, save Innervate. If he kills the Ass Pirate, then we can just coin out the Shredder. So it looks like he's playing mid-range, so this is a little interesting. So we can Innervate out the Shredder right now, but the problem is we don't have a follow-up turn. If we play the Ass Pirate, then we have 3 mana, and then we can just go ahead and Innervate out the Azure Drake, and then just play the Piloted Shredder on curve. So I don't see a reason not to play the Ass Pirate here. They both have 3 HP, so if he's going to kill something, I mean, I'd rather him kill the Ass Pirate and not the Shredder, as the Shredder has 4 damage and can contest some other bigger creatures, as the Ass Pirate is just mainly for early game. Oh man, drinking coffee in the morning, guys, I have a huge stomach ache. This does not feel good. It feels bad, man. Alright. So, there's not really a good move here, to be honest. It's pretty much just Shredder and then go face. Actually, we can hit into the Zombie Chow. Because we know his Totem Golem is going to swing into our Ass Pirate. That's without a doubt. And then how are we going to deal with that? A Living Roots. So if we swing our Ass Pirate into his Zombie Chow and he makes the trade with his Zombie Chow, then he kills our Ass Pirate, and then he can just make the trade with his Totem Golem into our Shredder. So I think we just go face. We see what trades he makes here, because we have the Living Roots and he doesn't know that. We also have Azure Drake Innervate Living Roots, which is potentially 3 damage. So if he doesn't do anything to the Zombie Chow, and we don't want to take exterior or too much damage next turn, that's always a choice. But innervating out a Living Roots does not feel so good. Normally you want to just play that on, you know, normal 6, or maybe like a Wrath and an Azure Drake. So he's going to go ahead and make this easy trade there, which is perfectly fine, because we already planned this out with the Living Roots. Actually, no, this works out fine, because we can actually innervate Azure Drake and then Living Roots, and we're not, you know, over too much mana. So we're going to Living Roots this bad boy down, and then we can go ahead and make this trade here. I really don't see a problem with this. Heals us for 4. I mean, we could have gone face there, which is decent, but right now we know he's most likely playing mid-range because that Zombie Chow. So, I mean, beating him out in the early game through, like, dealing damage quickly, not really that, it's not key here. That was a really nice totem for him to get there. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a good card, because now our Azure Drake is just going to die. And he can play like a Shredder. Or he can just do nothing. He can just draw his cards and just do nothing, because we know he's going to lose. We're going to lose that Doomsayer. Yeah, I mean, lose the Azure Drake to the Doomsayer. So Innervate's our best card here. Innervate Outlaws, probably the best. Shredder's cool too. Whoa, Doomsayer, why? Doomsayer, why? Lightning Bolt, that's pretty good. And he was overloaded like 3, so I mean that was like his only, oh man, we needed a 3 HP creature there. Fuck, now he's gonna have 6 mana. We basically have nothing. Oh, that's really good. Gonna taunt this bad boy up. We could have charged in, but we really don't need to push damage right now. I mean, we do have Savage Roar in our hand, but that's, I'd rather have the more 2 HP, or the extra 2 HP right now, because he could just like swing into his weapon and play some overloads and then Lava Shock this. And I'd rather him have to waste at least 4 more damage to kill it, and including his weapon, because it does have that 6 HP instead of 4 when you can put it out in charge form. So coin into what seems to be Dr. Boomerino. Sylvanas. Well, how are you doing? Innervate, you're 2 turns too late. Alright, so how do we want to deal with Sylvanas? I mean, do we just like Ancient of Lore this? I mean, leaving Sylvanas up on a Shaman side, because he can like ancestral reincarnate, like ancestral, like bring it back to life, or whatever the fuck that's called. But we can't play around that right now. We don't have the cards to. Let's see what we draw. Savage Roar, Wrath. Yeah, we're just gonna go face. So we're gonna hope he doesn't have like some crazy shit right now. Like he could play Djinni and then Astral Reincarnation, or no, what is it called? I think it's just called Reincarnation. And Reincarnation his Sylvanas, and then a Reincarnation his Djinni too. Or unless Djinni, is he a 5-drop or a 6-drop? I think he's a 6-drop, so he couldn't do that. But he can still do some crazy shit with Sylvanas either way. Sylvanas is such a good card. Thunder Bluff, passive. Alright, I can deal with this. He's going to make this trade with Sylvanas. Alright, I can deal. We draw Force of Nature, we win. Actually, no, he's going to be oh, yeah, we would win. No Force of Nature. Ouchies. Alright, how do we want to deal with this current situation? This needs to die. Can actually Wrath that. Yeah, we've got too much shit in our hand right now. We need actual cards. That works. It's okay. Give me Force Nature. Emperor? That doesn't do me good. Okay. So if he attacks into the lore, like he has 2 options here. You can roll Healing Totem, which is by far the best thing he can do, and then it's going to heal Sylvanas, so we can't passive to kill it. If he swings his weapon in there, he's going into that Force of Nature Savage Roar zone, which he doesn't want to go to, especially going on 9 mana. Ooh, Reno Shaman. Nice. Nice. That's pretty good, man. No Healing Totem, though. Okay. So we go ahead and just swipe and deal 2 damage to it. Now we've taken care of his Sylvanas, his Reno. We really haven't used, there's still another lore in here. No Force of Nature Savage Roars have been used. We haven't used our Dr. Boom yet. Still have another Druid of the Claw. I think we have one more Shredder, one more Living Roots. So I think we're perfectly fine here. It's a pretty good turn for him. Developed 2 decent sized creatures. There's the lore. How do we want to do this? I think Ancient of Lore, draw 2 cards, and then see what we get. Maybe Innervate out like a Claw. Innervate a Charging Claw seems pretty good. But the problem is, I know he's got Lightning Storm in his hand, so we don't want to really play too much. Like, if we play just Shade here, he's going to Lightning Storm, and it's going to be all over. So we actually Innervate out this guy, charge him into the Drake, and then swing face from him. I think that's perfectly fine. The field is still ours, technically. If he makes this trade, then we're going to draw into Living Roots, which is fine. If he trades into the Ancient of Lore, we could see a Lightning Storm on just 2 creatures, but I highly doubt it. And we have the Emperor Tharzan, so if we draw a Force of Nature, we can actually throw it on the Tharzan and play Force of Nature, Savage Roar for 22 damage for 9 mana, which is pretty good. And if we can him use like a Lightning Storm, because he's probably only gonna play 1 because of Reno. Okay, so he made that trade. He was hoping for the Healing Totem, so our passive wouldn't kill that Shredder, but it looks like what it is. He could Lava Shock our lore. Loatheb stops us from playing spells, which really isn't that big of a deal. I think this is a pretty decent turn. There's a Wild Growth, not so helpful. Alright, so if we go ahead and passive kill this, we can only Emperor, which doesn't feel great. Let's see what comes out of this Shredder. Can use his passive twice. I was thinking about just shading here, but I think Emperor is our best bet. And then I don't know if we trade here or do we just go face and hopefully we draw Force of Nature for that combo wombo damage. But killing this also doesn't feel bad. But the problem is he's just gonna Lightning Storm. But him using his passive twice does not feel good at all. Killing Loatheb feels okay. But his Loatheb, he's going to find a way to kill Emperor anyway, so I think just killing this is fine right now. Still holds the board unless you want to waste some spells. We've discounted the double Savage Roar, so it's going to cost 10 mana for the Force of Nature double Savage Roar. And then we can also cycle with the Wild Growth, because it only costs 1 mana now, which is not too much. He's up by fatigue by 3. This game could go either way at this point. I mean, our only good option is to play the Shade. Hopefully he doesn't AoE it. Get the Shade to like 6-7 attack. Do the Force of Nature double Savage, Force of Nature double Savage Roar. Pump out like 25, 30 damage in 1 turn. There's the Fire Elemental. Didn't really see that. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna use our Wild Growth to cycle some more. See if we can draw into that Force of Nature. Start setting up for some big old good stuff. Okay. Let's Azure Drake and see what we draw. I really don't want to play this Shade. The reason I don't want to play this Shade is because he's just gonna Lightning Storm. It's just gonna be bad news, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Let's just hope he doesn't draw into it. Oh man, or it doesn't have it right now. I mean, there's a third of his deck. I know he's got Lightning Storm. Rip Shade. I guess we could have just played Shade and nothing else, and then he wouldn't want to. There's a Spell Power to him, no Spell Power, but there's a Lightning Storm, yeah. So I guess it could deal. I guess we could have just played the Azure Drake and nothing else. This is fine too. At least it did 2 damage to the Drake, meaning his totem can't kill it off. We only play 1 Shade because I replaced the other one with a Loatheb. So I guess we could have played Loatheb Shade the following turn and only Drake this turn, and then, yeah, it would have been better. We could have Loatheb Shade. And then he could pay 8 mana to do field clear, and that's a lot better than just 3. Alright, Rockbiter Weapon to kill the Drake. Healing Totem's going to take care of this taunt. Tunnel Trog. Why wouldn't he play Tunnel Trog first, and then Lightning Storm? Seems a bit silly, right? There's 1 Force of Nature. Why does this have 6 attack and not 7? And where's our boom? Bloodlust costs 5, so now it costs 10. I guess we should have played around Bloodlust. Alright, well, if he has Bloodlust, he wins, because that is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. I think that Loatheb turn really screwed us, because, like, right now we could have Shade, Loatheb, the Drake would have died anyway. And then the Shade can actually take care of the taunt, or passive can take care of the taunt. Yeah, I think it was much better. And the next turn would be Force Nature, Double Savage Roar. Can't cast spells, kills Boom, can't kill Shade. On top of that, we could also Living Roots. But then he would have Lightning Stormed. Living Roots dies, Shade dies. I don't know. I think it was. I'm surprised. This is actually pretty favorable. That Reno Jackson though. Wow, interesting choice of trade. Healing Totem to take care of this Taunt Totem again. Okay. I mean, Force of Nature to clear right now feels bad. But I think it's like one of our only options. How many cards are left? 4? Yeah, we have to. Alright. Using Force of Nature to clear totems. You know it, boys. You know it. So we can get Dr. Boom to stick 1 turn. But he hasn't used BGH yet. So I'm expecting his, like, one of these last cards to be BGH. He hasn't used any Hex either. I think he has this. This is like Grinder Shaman. It's disgusting. And he's gonna make no trades, just ends turn. Can we get Boom, please? Just like, have mercy. How do we want to plan this out? Like, feels bad. I guess we could have played BGH, tempo out BGH, hope for the Force of Nature, and then win next turn. So that'd be 6, 22. Yeah. We would have played BGH and we draw Force of Nature next turn, we win. If he doesn't kill any of those creatures. But I would assume he swings his Shade into the Grove, because it's just going to be able to get healed. He actually might hold on to it, though. Crackle for 4 at least. Nice. Rumbling Elemental. Okay, Dr. Boom. Wild Growth. Well, where's my Boom? There you are. How you doing? But watch it just get BGH. Or double bomb face for 4 each, or for 4 and then 3, and then he's at 22, and then we draw our last card, which is Force of Nature. All right, this is our last stand, boys. Will we take out this Reno Shaman? Oh, I mean, he can kill Boom. It's just a matter of where the Boom bots land. Earth Shocking. All right, Boombot not gonna land anywhere. There's BGH. All right. Okay. Go face for 4. It's Shade for 3. Well, shoot him over that. Well played. There's no win here. Grinder Druid just beat us. Holy shit. Felt like I was playing like a Fatigue Warrior or something. He didn't do anything too crazy. He just kept playing cards that stalled or just healed him or, you know, stalled. Nothing was extraordinary in his deck. The win condition was literally just outvalue your opponent. The sad part is if we were playing like our Warrior deck, his deck would have like literally just gotten destroyed. But we're not playing Warrior. We're playing Druid. So I guess that's a good Druid counter, I suppose. Druid into Shaman. I guess, I mean, Aggro Shaman's pretty, I would prefer, like, Aggro Shaman against Druid, I prefer Druid in that matchup. Just because of, like, Druid's Claws, you're able to innervate some good stuff out. Definitely going to keep innervate here, keeping Wrath. I really don't mind anything in this hand because we can actually innervate the Keeper and then like deal the 2 damage to like a Knife Juggler or something like that, or silence a Mad Scientist. And the Wrath is good just to be able to deal with some shit. So I guess we could have actually gotten rid of the Wrath because we actually have the 2 damage to kill the Knife Juggler with the Keeper. Because normally you kill Wrath to be able to deal with early minions. But it's fine either way. So if he doesn't play anything here, we just passive. I guess we could save innervate too. So if you play coin into Knife Juggler, please. Coin into that sweet Knife Juggler.
Put this apple on your
Thank
head.
you. Alright, so now we can innervate Keeper. And now he's going to concede. I would concede. It's like one of the worst starts besides like if the guy plays double Flame Imp and he's a Warlock, and then you like Living Roots 1, coin, Living Roots, coin, innervate, Keeper the other. That's pretty gross as well. I almost like dealing 3 damage to this and then going face. What do you guys think? We have no turn 4 play. What is his turn 3 play? Probably nothing that great. We're gonna hit face just to go around Eagle Horn. Alright, Snake Trap it is. It's not a Frozen Trap because it would have popped. It's not an Explosive Trap or it would have popped. It's not a Bear Trap or it would have popped. So, it's definitely a Snake. So, if he doesn't play Huffer? Ooh, that's a big one. How are we gonna get around that shit? I don't know. He's gonna summon little snakelings too. He actually can deal he can do some damage here. Because he can just swing his 4/4 into our 2/4, and then our 2/4 has to hit that 4/4. And he's gonna summon 3 1/1s, and then whatever he plays this turn. And then we go ahead and play Lothab. And he can't kill command it, but he can play... What's his 5-drop? He can play his Lothab into a Savannah Highmane. We have no silence because we used our 2 damage on the Knife Juggler. We have Tharzan onto the Ancient of Lore, which doesn't feel good, because we were going to play the Ancient of Lore the next turn anyway, so discounting that doesn't feel that great. I guess an Innervate here is pretty good. Maybe he goes face with the 4/4. If he goes face with the 4/4, that's so good for us. Please just go face. Oh my god, why would you do that? Alright, Swipe is our best pickup here. Got another Silence. Alright. So I guess we swing into this. What is this? Oh yeah, Snake Trap. I'm retarded. We're gonna save the Keeper to use it on the Savannah Highmane. Oh man, Swipe. Where are you at, dog?
Feel nature's wrath.
Killing Leper Gnome.
Feel nature's
Why not?
wrath.
5 1/1s. Devastating. So next turn is Tharzan. He's definitely going to want to deal... Holy fuck, who the fuck plays Timberwolf? Come the hell on, man. This is why... That's kind of why I wanted to kill one of the beasts instead of Leper Gnome, but they both have 2 attack anyway. Jeez, man. He's going to win next turn. He's just going to go face with everything. This guy's a god. This guy is simply a god. He's just going to keep going face. We're going to have to heal for 5. That's not going to be enough. He gets 4 damage on the field every turn anyway. I'm expecting double kill command here to win. That's 14 damage.
Put this apple on your head.
I almost want to play Fatigue Warrior right now, just because of the 2 games we've previously had. Hoffer's pretty good. He's at 8 damage now. Put us at 4. We heal back for 5. Puts us at 9. He's wondering if he should attack Huffer into our Emperor and attack once with the Snake, and that is honestly better for us. Oh man. Is he just going to kill the Lothab and not kill the Emperor? You should, if he kills, oh my gosh. Why would you do that? That's such a weird play. We're going to have to be a little bit greedy here, guys, because if we play the lore and heal, yeah, we have to be a little greedy here. Alright, next turn we can heal. As long as he can't do 7 damage with 3 cards in hand. I guess Leroy passive is game. You know he plays Leroy. Arcane Golem, Quick Shot. This is going to be a hard one to dig out of. But we needed to be able to kill every card on his field. Because leaving a beast up makes kill command pretty bad. There's Leroy, so there it was. If we had Knife Juggler out, maybe both Juggle Pings would kill the Leroy. But no Knife Juggler. So in that situation, let's say we heal for 5. Our keeper doesn't kill Hogger, our Huffer. We attack in a Huffer, or Knife Juggler, and then he still has Leroy or whatnot. Like, this was the play to make, to live. As long as we lived 1 turn in healing for 5, would have been ideal. But it's fun. Can actually switch. All right, if we lose 1 more with Druid, we'll switch to Warrior. Just because of these unfavorable matchups right now. Like, we had a pretty slow hand. I mean, innervating the keeper out to kill Knife Juggler was huge, but that was our only decent thing all game. We didn't draw into any of our taunts. We didn't draw into any innervates. We didn't draw into a Wild Growths. We didn't draw into Living Roots. It's hard to come back from that. All right, so I like... Actually, only like or Wild Growth here. I mean, Wrath is fun, I suppose, but it takes up the slot of a 2-drop, and we're playing Wild Growth no matter what. So, like, playing that doesn't really matter right now. Okay, so turn 4 Tharzan is what it's looking like. Well, it's actually going to be a turn 3 Tharzan. Oh my god, it's better than a turn 3 Tharzan. Egg Paladin. The cancer thrives, boys. The cancer thrives. Because we have no turn 2 play anyway. Like, coining into Wild Growth does literally nothing for us. So there's no point to do that. So we'll just play Wild Growth normally, and then on turn 3 we'll play the Emperor. And hopefully he doesn't have, you know, some crazy buff shit that fucks us up. We actually can just innervate. We don't even have to coin. Alright, so actually swipe here is a lot better. The problem is, okay, if we innervate out the Emperor, he can Blessings of the King the Shielded Mini-Bot, and then we're just completely fucked. If we swipe the Shielded Mini-Bot, the Shielded Mini-Bot doesn't die, and he still generates a 2-1. So he basically still has 5 power on board, which kills our Emperor anyway. If we innervate passive attack Shielded Mini-Bot, he only has a 2-1 on the board. And then next turn we have 5 mana and we coin into Emperor. So, do we think he has Blessings of King or not, is the question. If he doesn't have Blessings of King, Emperor is the best play right here. If he has Kings, then innervate, kill this, swipe is the best play.
Time waits for no one.
We're gonna go for the riskier play. I'm gonna say he doesn't have the Kings. The other way was a little bit safer, but I mean, this way he's gonna trade everything into our Emperor anyway. Has the Kings. Fuck my life. Alright, so swipe was the better play there, boys. Alright. Now we basically lose. The reason we played Lothib and coined out the 2-3 is because swiping right now does nothing. It only kills 1/1s. We need that 6/6 to take some damage, so we can either swipe it directly and kill it, and whatnot. And coining out the Darnassus Ass Pirate, there's no point not to. I mean, we're not saving the coin for what? I mean, we need to deal with the field and stop damage ASAP. So swipe is now looking worse and worse. But I think he's gonna play some more creatures, to be honest. Maybe like 1 or 2 more creatures. But that turn about swipe and the fucking Emperor, guys. Like, turn 1 play, turn 2 play, turn 3 play, turn 4 play. I mean, you just can't stop things like that. Alright. So we swing into this. And we swipe. And then we have to take 6 face. We force a nature. It actually takes care of his 6/6. Killing off these 1/1s doesn't mean anything right now because we have swipe. Like, Like, Force of Nature Savage Roar is not going to win us this game. Sustaining a decent field and stopping his rampage of retarded damage is what's going to allow us to come out on top. Man, we were 2 games away, and now we're like 4 games away because we lost 2 in a row. Damn. We're pretty far now. And he's playing secrets? Oh, yes, that's right. This is the rush fucking... This is the aggro paladin with secrets and a bunch of bullshit. I got you. I see what kind of cancer you're rolling with, bro.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, how do we want to go about doing this right here? Do we attack first?
The end is close.
We'll attack and see what happens. Noble Sacrifice, probably Avenge is what it looks like. I think we may actually end up winning this. Okay.
I must safeguard the land.
So actually just silence this egg and then swipe this so it doesn't generate that 1. And we've now, I think, brought the game back as long as he doesn't play. I think, does this deck even play Mysterious Challenger? I think it does. Please don't tell me you ripped some crazy shit off the top, mate. Knife Juggler, you already played Muster, so. Keeper of Uldaman to make your egg a 3/3 to ping face to trade. Nice. And keep going face, my man. My man. Alright, this goes here. What do we do? Do we heal? I think we just heal. We could have used draw there, but I think heal's more important because of divine favor and shit like that. Oh my god, boom. Alright, give me that BGH off the top. You know I deserve it. Or Force of Nature. Swipe. How do I feel about this swipe? Okay, well we have to kill Boom. So hitting into this, like we almost have to Savage Roar into this and then swipe that. Because if we hit into this and then swipe this, it's not going to kill Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom needs to die. I don't see a better way to kill Dr. Boom. Then we can't even play our Shredder. I guess so.
Time waits for no one.
That feels pretty bad. Don't do me dirty, Boombots. 2, 4. That's a lot of damage. That Dr. Boom off the top. Rip. No, let's see a Mysterious Challenger or Tyrion. Lay it on me. Lay it on me. You already got this lucky. I'm assuming this other card in his hand is a divine favor. Ullerman. That's pretty good. Divine favor. Yes, sir. Alright, give me my Dr. Boom. Wrath. Well, it does take care of this 3/3, and then we can play our Shredder, which contests the 3/4. But I know he's gonna draw into like a Kings or something, and he's just gonna Kings, make that a 7 drop, and swing for 1 more because if he has his 1/1 weapon. So he just needs basically Kings, and he wins. Kings does it. True Silver puts him 1 off. Leroy does it. Knife Juggler Leroy.
Who am I?
Man, he also runs that Mysterious Challenger. What is this cancer, boys? And then he still has 4 secrets in this deck, and he was able to draw as well as he did. This kid is absolutely insane at Hearthstone. This is the best Hearthstone player I think I've ever seen. He is insane. He has that many secrets in his deck and draws that well. Boys and girls, we have our next fucking champion. Man. This is good. Maybe we'll get Doomsayer. It wouldn't even matter. Why do they always get Doomsayer when they need it? That Shaman got Doomsayer when he needed it. Give me that Living Roots. And he runs Redemption. He's playing super aggro fucking Paladin with 2 Keepers, Divine Favor, Boom, Mysterious Challengers, and at least 7 secrets. Where does he find the room? Does he have like 40 cards in his deck?
I can see.
Where does he find this room? All right, 3-game losing streak, boys and girls. We went from, oh my gosh, we are making our way down. All right, I think we need to go to Warrior. I think Warrior is pretty, let's see how that does. We're getting bamboozled. All right, so expect these sweet long games. We're gonna make this into parts. We're making this into parts. How long have we been recording? 40 minutes. We'll give it another 20 minutes and see how we do. Hopefully we don't go back to back to We don't go back down to rank 4. Oh fuck. Priest.
The light shall bring victory.
Grinder priest named Icy Blue. Alright. Well, whoever draws Elise and basically True Silver first wins. No Elise and no True Silver. And not True Silver, True Heart. My bad, guys. Because I'm assuming he's running Control Priest. There's be no reason for him not to right now. It's a really popular deck, and he probably saw, what's his name? It's like Ness in the tournament play it, so. So, he's been to Legend before. Look at that sweet card back. So we know he's got it. Zombie Chow. Alright, looking like control matchup to me. I mean, it's also played in Dragon, but, I mean, more so in the control matchup. Definitely a Warshack off the top there is nice, but we didn't necessarily have to kill that Zombie Chow. I mean, we could have just used our passive and then dealt with it with the Death Spite or Bash or something later on. But the Warshack off the top is always something nice. He even has a Golden Priest, which means he plays Priest a lot. Dr. Boom. I'm going to assume Dr. Boom is going to get entombed. Entombed or Shadow Ward Death. He had no turn 2 play, which means he doesn't have the 2-drop 1-2 make a death rattle. His turn 3 play is most likely going to be a passive. His turn 4 play, he played, oh, Deathlord, okay. So the only problem with Deathlord, I mean, I really, like, he's fine as long as our Elise doesn't come out of his Deathlord. Any other card in our deck is acceptable. Besides True Heart and Elise. Those are 2 cards that have come out of his Deathlord is almost an instant loss for us. I mean, Elise more than anything. Elise in this matchup is very important. And the reason I didn't slam there is because I don't have the Execute, and I don't want to slam it, swinger a weapon into it, bring it down to 3 HP, and then him use Velen's Choice, Flash Heal, Northshire Cleric. And then he draws 2 and he's able to make that full health and we didn't even kill it. So definitely just, there's no reason that our passive every turn can't deal with the 2 damage the Deathbringer brings out. That's what it's called, Deathbringer? Deathlord? I'm retarded. Like even playing Belcher next turn, oh my god, Elise on 4, this guy's a god. Just like that Paladin last game. Alright, so there's 23 cards left in this guy's deck. Ooh, ooh. There's our Elise. There we go. Gave me some of that luck. Gave me some of that luck. Makes the trade, Northshire Cleric off the top. There we go. Alright. Interesting heal choice. Ah. That makes sense now. Alright, well at least we have Brawl. Sylvanas is pretty neat too. I actually don't mind Sylvanas, but then he entombs it. What good comes out of playing Sylvanas? I don't think anything. I think we just Brawl. Deathlord dies. She lives. Don't summon True Heart. Summons my Deathlord, and then kill her Northshire. Sweet. Normally I'd want to play my Deathlord when she has the Golden Monkey in her deck, so it actually brings out the Golden Monkey and he doesn't get an effect from it. But we didn't get that. Well, it came out too early, I should say. But I can't complain, because as long as it's not our True Heart and we already played our Elise, we are A-okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to play Boom here. Pass. There's no reason to do anything else. We could have played Sylvanas, or we could have, like, Belchered and tanked up. But the problem with that is it's not aggressive enough. We want to make them use those light bombs and everything early. There you go. Well, the bombs, okay, so the bombs come out, we'll kill that. That's still alive, which is neat. Do we just play the Belcher here and pass? I think we do. Just swing for 2. If we play Sylvanas, it just gets entombed. So right now he sees the Belcher, and he's like, if I don't have anything to deal with this Belcher, he might actually just entomb that, which allows for a free opening for Sylvanas. We also could have played Harrison Jones, which pumps out a little bit more damage. So I think Harrison was the choice there, but the problem with that is right here. Alkanai Soul Priest and Healing Circle, which would have cleared my board. But he already used one Healing Circle. Did he just bring out another Deathlord for Deathlord? Pretty insane. Alright. So, we can actually just passive and shield slam this. Or we can Sylvanas, shield slam our own Sylvanas, passive, and take one of his cards, and then execute the other one. So how much mana is that? That's 7, 8, and 9. We can't. We cannot passive shield slam Sylvanas and then execute the one that we don't take. Because we take the taunt, then we swing into this and execute that. We don't take the taunt, we just kill the taunt with execute anyway. Let's see what happens. Not True Heart. Shield Maiden. Okay. Do we play into the second Light Bomb? 15 cards in his deck. I don't think we play into it. I don't need to pump out damage right now.
Welcome to the exam.
Ah, so he is playing Museum Curator. It's gonna be a long game, boys. That's pretty good. The problem here is, okay, so we swing our 5/5. There's not even a point. We could slam this, attack it. But then our Sylvanas doesn't have a chance to take it. So it's either Sylvanas passive or slam, see what we get, and then swing into here. Swing into it with our 5/5. I like slam. It's a little bit more consistent.
Brace for impact.
I almost want to play Sylvanas here so he entombs it and he doesn't entomb our Justicar. But at the same time, when he entombs our Justicar, him healing for 4, I really don't care. Really don't care. Because 4 armor versus 4 health, he's capped at 30. We're not capped at all. We just go in all the time. And then he can't take our Sylvanas, which can make a pretty favorable trade maybe with something else he plays. So Wild Pyromancer Flash Heal. Or Power Ward Shield, and then we'll see like maybe a Healing Circle or something. He's looking for that second Northshire. Alright, Valens. So now we can just play the Sylvanas and we're not really worried about Sylvanas is good here. We can take that shit. So, Sylvanas. And as long as he doesn't have Entomb, I think we'll be alright. If he has Entomb, then we're not so alright. Will we see that sweet Entomb? Yes, we will. Shield Slam? Brawl. Alright. We're technically only taking 1 per turn with our passive, so we'll set him up. We'll try to get in another good brawl. Maybe draw into an execute or a shield slam or something. He plays another creature. It's weird he didn't entomb that Justicar. It means he probably has one in his deck. Despite. What would be so bad about equipping a Despite? Like, there's no reason to play any creatures in our hand. Because they would just die. Like, we play Shield Maiden, he swings into it, he heals it. Yeah, it has 3 health and it has 5 health. Then we'd have to Despite and then Revenge on top of that. Unless we play 2 creatures, but there's no point to that either. Belcher's cool. Belcher brings it down to 5, he heals it to 7. So it's like almost like Belcher, Despite, swing into it with Despite. But then he probably has Northshire. So he hits for 5, we have 10, and the next turn, we have 1 more turn to delay. Do you think he plays Harrison? We're gonna hold on to that. And we can counter, there's no point to counter it. We have one more turn before we don't have enough armor to shield slam it anymore. And it looks like he's gonna fatigue before us, so there's no point to draw to. Shield block. Don't really want to use that right now. I like the Harrison hit right here. See what he does. There's the heal. There's the attack. Now it's at 1, and then he didn't play Warshack before. There's his True Heart. What a oh! Now he's gonna heal it for 4. Okay. I was hoping for a bash there, which there's 2 of them in the deck, because then we could bash this and kill this. But we can't do that. We can't do that. Well, this needs to die. And I guess we Shield Maiden, right? Or do we just Belcher? I think we just Belcher. Belcher can test this. Shield Maiden, we don't need to use her right now. It still gives us a 1-2, so I guess you could Soul Priest that. Ugh. Definitely don't want to shield block or anything like that. Okay, so there's that trade. And we were right about him playing that Justicar, by the way. It looks like he did have one in his deck. Another shield block. Feels bad. We're gonna make this trade just so he can't take our 1-2 slime. But now he has a chance to Northshire Cleric that and draw another one. 6 cards to our 8 cards. We need to draw that Elise, or the map. Well, I see probably an Entomb on that. All right, so he definitely has one. I guess he has another Light Bomb, and he has another Shadow Word Death. So there's still 2 cards. So if we play Grom, it's just gonna get fucked up. Dude, come on. What? Shield block into Revenge, into Shield block, into Slam. Have mercy, game. Have mercy. He's gonna draw that map before us. There's the map. Ooh, Thought Steal. Now he can have 2 maps. Oh no. Watch him get the map out of that. Got a Despite. That's pretty good. Dude, this is so bad for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have one more turn. Okay. Play another card. Play 2 cards. You have 10 cards in hand, don't you? You gotta play something. This is good. As long as you didn't draw the map, that's fine. First person to draw this map and starts laying down these legendaries is gonna win. I almost like Slam Bash here. All right, there's the map. There's the Execute. What do we feel like using here? I mean, Slam Bash does it, but that uses 2 cards to take care of 1. Yeah. Gets us closer to that monkey. Gives us more armor as well, and it makes Brawl a little bit better. Because now instead of popping double slime and a Belcher, if the one slime lives, or the Belcher lives, I guess. It depends what he plays here. He has to play something, which is why I didn't want to, yeah. The Wild Pyromancer, he's making our Brawl a lot better here. So if we can actually draw into the monkey now, Brawl. All right. Sweet. That's the worst card to live. See what we get, boys. Malorn? Can we get Malorn in this bitch? No Malorn. Well, Malorn and Anub, I should say, are two cards that you're looking for. Because if we get Malorn, it's just like a recycling card that never dies. But when you don't get those cards, so we have a dragon, there's a demon. There's Tyrion. He's already used 2 Entombs, so it's not too bad. Double the damage. I see.
Put your faith in the light.
Alright. We're looking for a dragon so we can run Blackhand something. That'd be a powerful combination. Double the damage and healing of your spells and hero power. Well, there's no healing, so that kind of sucks. Wow, that really sucks. Alright, what could we draw? He's actually going to take our Tyrion. What a good combination. Uses my Sylvanas that he took to take another card. Killing our Sylvanas. Okay, he took our Sylvanas to play a Despite, which he took. Oh my god. Absolutely disgusting, folks. 3 cards that he took.
Cards.
He was able to do that shit. Ugh. There's his golden monkey. We're gonna see the weapon probably into that. We don't have a brawl anymore. We know his hero power can't, you know, it's only gonna do, oh yeah, he just used his hero power, what am I thinking? That's insane. Yeah, I think we'd lose this. Paladin only has 5. Yeah, that's not good enough. Oh man. What did he get? Maybe all pagels. All nat pagels. That made me so happy, but we know that's not true. Ooh, that's disgusting. Alright. I wish there weren't no taunts, then we could deal with this. He can still... He's gonna ignore the foe. Ignoring the foe. Alright, what do we have to stop what he's got going on right now? I don't think there's anything we got to stop what's going on right now. So he has 10, 13 damage. I don't think there's any way. I do not see an out here, folks. What did we get anyway? Flash heal. That's pretty good. Just kidding, he has no deck. Well, that's fucking 3 losses in a row. I think I'm gonna stop here, folks, and we will try to continue this on later. As always, guys, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.